The $1,000,000 question. How do you, as a man, stay calm whenever your woman is disrespecting you? Now we know for a fact the number one thing that all men hate, doesn't matter what kind of man it is, all right? Number thing, when we despise this, all right? We do not like to be disrespected by our woman. The oxygen that we breathe in a relationship is respect, right? That is how we thrive. Some say it's love, but love is one thing. But for men, respect is the number one thing that we need when it comes to our relationship. The problem is, how do you stay calm when you're not getting that respect? And especially if you the person, I know you're the one that's responsible. You're the one that's doing all the work. You're putting in a lot of effort, right? You're providing financially, you're protecting, you're caring, you're patient, you're understanding. You're the person that, she should just respect automatically, but she's not, which means now you blow up because you feel as though I'm doing all this, I should get that respect, but now she's not respecting you. And that's where you now lose your calm, you lose your emotional control. And at that point, it's always your fault now, right? So how do we stay calm? How do we handle that? Well, look, here's the problem that we're running into right now that you have to be able to see it, okay? It's you typically tend to suppress your emotion, right? You block it out, you go and handle what you have to handle, right? You're going through your days every single day, handling whatever you have to handle, and you don't realize that you're suppressing a lot of your emotions, right? You had a hard day yesterday, you had a hard day today, you're gonna have a hard day tomorrow, right? You're going through a lot of things, right? While still trying to maintain the relationship, while still trying to maintain whatever she's throwing at you as well. You may even have kids too, right? And you're probably going through all that. So you're suppressing a lot, right? And then out of nowhere, she does something or says something or reacts a certain way. And it could be probably the most smallest thing. But then from there, you boom, you blow up, right? And it's more of you just trying to get her to see you and to respect you because you're doing so much. But she doesn't see it, and now you react and you blow up to her reacting, right? And now you have to apologize for blowing up. Yeah. But here's the worst part. Because now you blew up and you have to apologize, the reason that you stated in the first place, the reason why you even blew up in the first place, never gets addressed. So you're going through this constant cycle, right? Where you're suppressing, you blow up, you apologize, you suppress, you blow up, and nothing is getting solved. And that is why you feel like you're in this one-sided, draining, stressful relationship, right? Am I on the money right now? I'm pretty sure because I went through this, and I had to learn how to solve this, right? This is why we're here. So here's the thing, man. The first thing you have to understand is that you need to have your emotions in check. This is number one. We gotta figure out a way to get your emotions in check. And shoot, everyone always says that, right? Get your emotions in check, have emotional control, be emotionally intelligent. But how do you actually do that? Like, what is the blueprint of getting that done? Well, here, there are two ways you have to really handle this, right? And I teach this in two different directions. The first direction is, what do you do before, right? Before even saying a word, before even speaking a word to her, how do you handle your emotions then? Then it's also afterwards. How do you handle it after you speak, right? So I handle this from two different angles. But today I'm going to teach you on the first one, which is how to handle it from before. All right. And if you really want me to teach you more about, the afterwards, let me know, and I'll be able to give you guys, some details on that. Just go in the comments, press, type in afterward, and I'll be able to give you some details on how to handle it afterward. Okay. Now, before we keep on carrying on, as per usual, just do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Again, we want to be able to build this community that we have here. So go ahead and do it now. I'm going to pause for 2 seconds. Go ahead and press the button below, subscribe, and then from there, let's keep on building, okay? Lock in. All right. Now, before is important. The before you say a word and how you handle your emotions is so crucial. All right, because this is how you get her to respect you before you even say anything. Right, this is how you get her to respect the words coming out of your mouth before you even say anything to her. Right, you want to be able to know. You want to be able to have that confidence, that calm confidence that when you're speaking, she is listening, right? She is hearing you. She's clearly articulating whatever's coming out of your mouth, right? It's coming out, it's registering into her mind. Even if she gives you a reaction, you know confidently what you're saying is making sense. All right. So here's how you do this. Emotions are information. This is how I teach all of my clients. Emotions are information. And the acronym that I want you to use, Put this in your mind. The acronym is called EIDD. EIDD. Emotions are information. And I'm going to go through it with you right now. Okay? So again, you're currently suppressing the emotion and then you react and then you blow up, right? Because you're not seeing your emotions as information. You're seeing it as something that you have to just neglect or run from or push away. And then when you have enough, you blow up, right? So you're not using your information as an actual tool. We as men, we love tools, right? So if you see your emotions as a tool, that's when you start to win, all right? Now, the emotions that you have, it gives you the information of what you will need to do, which now provides the direction, right? And we know for a man, direction is a masculine trait, right? You're providing direction. We're going here, we're doing this, we're doing that. But if you don't have that direction, you're not confidently saying whatever you got to say. You're not confidently talking, right? Because you're not sure where you got to go. But again, like I said, emotions are your information that's going to help you give you that direction. All right. And then the last step is when you have direction, when you know where I got to go, then you make a decision. And that decision is called a boundary. You set a boundary with wherever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to go. All right. EIDD. Emotions, information, direction, decision. Does that make sense? All right. Now, again, like I said, your emotions help you calmly and confidently say what you need. And if your emotions are not in check, you will never, ever have the confidence to say it. And it will not come out in the way that you probably hear it in your mind or probably even don't hear it, right? It won't come out to her in a way that's going to be understandable. It's gonna cause confusion. It's going to cause more stress. And from there, it's going to cause you back more stress because you're like, why aren't you hearing me? And you know what you're trying to say, but it's not coming out cleanly because you're not using your emotions as information. Don't run from emotions. You don't have to run from it at all. Just use the EIDD formula, and from there, you'll be able to now become the man that she can respect. All right. Now, again, if you want more guidance on this, I know this sounds easier said than done because it actually is. You need some kind of system to help you get through learning how to use boundaries and emotional control. If you're looking for that, I'm going to help you master that in 90 days. 90 days or less, guaranteed, working through my program called the Calm Standard. If you want any more details on that, go ahead and press down below, press the link below, and from there, let's have a conversation about how I can help you directly. All right, man? That's calm.